Hello and welcome back, my beautiful froggy army, to another video. Today I'm finally building the candy shop that I have been planning for my island for a while now. It is finally getting done. Bob is doing the zoomies behind me. Just ignore him. But yeah, we are finally gonna do this candy shop. I have been like mentioning it here and there, and everyone's like, where's the candy shop? When's it coming? And I'm like, soon, but it's finally here. It is finally here. But really quick before we get into the speed build, I just want to give a quick thank you to today's sponsor. Maybe you're like me and you have a hobby that also just drains your wallets. Or you've just been wishing that you could have some extra cash lying around. I mean, who doesn't? Luckily for you, I have found an easy way to make some last minute cash. Pinecone Research is a survey website and they are invite only, which means they provide exclusive opportunities that will not be found elsewhere. And they have a guaranteed payout amount for every single survey. Basically, all you have to do is take online surveys and you earn points. There's even some surveys where you can test and review products, which I think is so cool. And then you can use those points to get gift cards, or you could redeem for direct deposit or even products. I think it's super easy just to sign up and take surveys whenever you have some extra time. And because it's guaranteed payouts, that means you're actually going to be getting paid. And I am definitely saving up for some more Squishmallows. Remember, Pinecone is invite only, so my link is going to be your way in. Go ahead and click that special link down in the description below. You know where it is, to start making some money today. Thank you so much to Pinecone for sponsoring today's video. And now we will get back to the speed build. So without any further delay, let me just get right on into it. As usual, I always like to show you the area that I'm working with first. We have this little area right next to my community garden, and it is just a big empty space, nothing going on here. And all that's to the left of it is some trees, and then the river curves upwards. So that's really all there is. And I just went ahead and started putting down my foundation, which is just like this, why did I want to say brown? This is gray. This stone path. I've been using this all over my island. This is like my in-game path that I've kind of chosen for this island. I don't know why, it's just this one. And as you can see, there was already some little cutouts that I was playing with, and thankfully those do make a comeback. I thought I was gonna have to scrap them because you will see later in the video it's kind of a mess, but yeah, thankfully those stay because they're really cute. And this is pretty self-explanatory. I just pretty much make just like a huge rectangle. If you're trying to replicate this, just do a rectangle slash squarish shape anywhere it can fit. As you can see, it goes right up to like the water's edge. So it's a little snug, but it works. It works. I made entrances at like the top and the sides instead of at the bottom. That way, like there's actually like room to walk around and stuff. And of course, my villagers are just not minding their own business whatsoever. They're all up in my grill while I'm trying to work. And I did start putting some more path to the left, and I was gonna start extending it because I wanted it to be more rectangular. I thought it looked too squarish, but I just added that one extra row and then that was it. But after that, I ended up putting down a bunch of those froggy tiles, and then I was putting down these little cutouts thinking that it was just going to be straight froggy tile and just those cutouts at the top and the bottom. And then I decided that I didn't like the froggies, so I just put this pink and white one. And then this was just a whole mess. I had to cut out a lot because it was a disaster of me trying to decide what to do. But then I was like, okay, let me just try like building the walls and stuff like this. And I tried putting these simple panels with my candy shelves, and next to the little cutouts, they are it's quite a size difference. As you can see, I didn't really like the size difference and I just didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, I was planning on these cutouts being like the walls and then mixing them with the simple panels, but I didn't realize the size difference was so big. So I didn't really know what to do. So I was just kind of stuck. I was like, I wanted to figure out the walls first and then like do the decorating on the inside, but I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna try to do both at the same time. I'm gonna try to just make this little top corner and see what I can come up with first, and then we'll focus on the rest. I don't know, I kind of go like back and forth all over the place. Then I also decided, I was like, okay, you know what, I don't like the pink and white by themselves, the pink and white tiles, and I don't like the froggy tiles by themselves, so what if I just combine them? Whoa. I decided that I would just like kind of, I don't know, just have them like mesh together, like mix and mash. I don't know if it's crazy. It might be crazy. This might not look good. Well, you have to see it at the end because I fix it up a little bit. This might look not good. I don't know. I think it looks okay. I thought just straight froggy tile or just the straight pink and white was like too much. So I thought blending them was a better option. I don't know. You can tell me if you think I executed it okay. But basically, I just went around and I wanted to put the pink and white tiles concentrated on the areas where there was like the den desks, which are supposed to be like the counters. So I wanted them to be like where the counters were, and then like on the edges kind of, because I like how they stick out of the in-game path of the stone path. I like how they stick out, and the froggy tile has transparent pixels so it doesn't stick out. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and of course I don't finish that. I just go and start doing other stuff because that's just how I roll, isn't it? So I wanted to figure out this top left corner first, I guess, because this was going to be like the main little like serving counter area. So I did put some more den desks to make that little L shape, and adding a little froggy tile. And then after this, I was, well, kind of throughout this whole build, I'm just walking around being like, okay, what do I do next? I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. It's overwhelming. So I think I decided that I was going to stop using these cutouts for the back wall, and I was just going to try to do simple panels. And also, as you can see, I do mix in a lot of drink machines. Oddly enough, they're kind of like the same height as the simple panel, and I was like, you know what, this is just gonna be like a wall, like mix and match. That is a theme for today, just mix and match. It doesn't matter anymore. So I ended up using the little candy like shelves that I've had, and also like the little window panes that I also used in the laundromat. These things are so useful if you're doing like a city island. Honestly, any island, I don't know, I feel like you could use these little windows. All codes are going to be down below in the description as usual if you're interested in using these codes. But yeah, then I'm going back to doing some paths, cleaning up the froggy tile. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to make them blend more with each other. And I also did put these wooden bookshelves behind the candy shelf areas. I don't know, I thought it looked okay. I don't really know the purpose of it, it's just there. We're just gonna move on from that. But yeah, then I was trying to build the wall on the right side, you know, just make sure that I'm gonna have enough stuff, because even though I was like ordering stuff and hoarding stuff, I still ended up with just the right amount of stuff, and I had to time travel twice to order things. It was just one of those builds, and as you can see, all my villagers are just everywhere. It's chaos. But then I was gonna try to do these little vending machines as kind of like a wall, you know, put these like tri-colored vending machines as the wall, but then I was like, you know what, we can make like a little divider with these. It could be cute, so I pushed them in, and we were making a little like divider of the room there, kind of, and then that little open space kind of above them is going to be like the main entrance, I guess. So after that, I was just kind of extending that wall a little more. I put 3 more simple panels right there, and I went back in with the froggy tile. Look at me, just bouncing from one thing to the next. It's honestly like how I work. Like when I'm making builds, I'm just like, okay, let's do the custom designs. Okay, let's decorate. Okay, let's put some furniture. Okay, let's do work on the walls. I'm just like bouncing around to all these different areas, like figuring out this to figure out that, so I can do this, so I can decorate here, so I can put stuff here, blah blah blah. But when I'm editing, it's so annoying. I wish I would just focus on things one at a time, but that's just how it is, and that's just how my brain works and how my process is when I do these things. So sorry if it's a little chaotic, it's just how I roll. But thankfully, in this case, I think it came out pretty good, and it came out pretty much how I was envisioning, so I'm really happy about that. This is a very pink build also. As you can see, it's very pink. And this is going to be like that one really indulgent pink area on my island. That's going to be it. I'm normally sticking to like cool colors. Like we're doing a lot of blue and a lot of green, and well, yellow is kind of more warm. Is yellow warm? Yeah, yellow's warm. We're sticking to mostly that kind of stuff, but this is the one pink area on the island. I still really love pink. I did a lot of pink on my last island because it was fairy core, and I had pink in my little like unofficial color palette that I was doing, so I do miss it a lot. I don't know, this gives me like very kawaii vibes, or like pink kid core vibes, or like pastel core vibes, and I love it. But yeah, this is just going to be the one section. And then here I was trying to do something with the cutouts and the windows. I was like, oh, I can put the windows behind the cutouts and it'll be like windows. Whoa. But then I figured out that if I was going to keep doing that, one, I would need a lot more simple panels, and two, the simple panels are really tall, so it was gonna like block your view a little bit, and I thought that was gonna be really annoying. So I ended up taking off the windows, but I did put back all of the cutouts, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad I made the cutouts work somewhere, because I've really been wanting to use the cutouts. I've seen so many cool builds with these things, and I've seen so many creators do so many fun, interesting, unique things with them, and I just really haven't figured out anything to do yet. Well, I've seen a lot of stuff I can do, like, you know, I've seen people make camper vans, and I've seen people make school buses and stuff, and I could definitely do a school bus, but I'm still undecided if I'm going to build a school on my island or not. It's a very kidcore staple, I would say, almost. A lot of kidcore islands have a little school, so I do think that's really cool. Haha, rhymed. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. I still have not decided if it's gonna fit into my Froggy Kidcore Island, but we shall see. We shall see. But after doing that, it was starting to feel a lot more complete. I was adding more simple panels on the sides, and I pretty much had my wall done. Very, very exciting. For the other simple panel designs, I kind of just like did whatever. I just put whatever simple panels are in my inventory. I don't really care that much. But then after that, I got to go and add some other little decorations, like the little sign, because you gotta have a menu. It's a candy store, and little parasols. And then I started setting up the little like seating area. And in my mind, I wanted like 3 seating areas, so like 3 tables and then like 6 chairs total. I really wanted like not a pair, but like a triplet of seating. I don't know. I really like the rule of 3, which is like having things in threes is like more aesthetically pleasing or whatever it is. I don't know the exact saying, but then I added this table in the middle because it was a really wide open space, and I thought it would be nice to kind of like take up some space, and I kind of modeled it after those things that they have in candy stores. I'll put a picture to kind of explain what I'm talking about, but they usually have tables and it's like really tall. I don't know, it's not really a table, but it's like really tall and it has a lot of stuff on it and it takes up room in the candy store. I don't know. I'll put a picture. So yeah, that's what I put that there for. And I also did the little garlands, festival garlands, because I thought that they would be really cute. And I also put that changing room back there because I thought it would be like the little curtain, could be like the employee back room, and that's like the door for it. I don't know. That's why I put that random like changing stall there. Just it's thought out. It's not random. And then very sadly, I forgot to unpause my recording when I put all of the decorations on, but I did put like candy and cakes and all of that stuff, and I mean you can look at them, but I was so mad about that because that is the most juiciest part in my opinion, putting like all of the little decorations on everything. When I like had all those tables laid out and I was like, ooh, gonna put the cakes on here, gonna put the candies on here. But silly me, I do pause my recording if like I know I'm gonna be taking a long second to like go and grab items from like the floor or something. So if I like walk out, grab items, and then walk back in, like right before I walk out, I'll just pause my recording and then like go grab my stuff. And then when I'm walking back in, I'll unpause it. That way it like cuts and I don't have to do the cut while I'm editing, and like it just saves me time. But sometimes I forget, so I like lose footage because I just forget to unpause it. But anyways, I also added the candy machine and I added some little custom designs under it. I thought it was really cute. And I tried to add this little candy design that I have been saving for a while with like a bunch of little candies on it. But after I put them down, I decided that I just didn't like this design anymore. So I did end up scrapping it, sadly, but I think it all came out good anyways without the design. And I tried not to do too many little custom designs because I didn't want to break up the tile look that much, even though I really wish that I could put more of my little designs. I wish I could put a puddle on top of the pink and white tiles. Like, do you know how powerful I would be? I would have so much power. You have no clue. I wish we could put custom designs on top of other custom designs, even if it was just one on top of one. Like, that's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I need to do so many other cool things, but we probably won't ever get that, so I will just keep dreaming. But I went ahead and also added some like the Halloween candies scattered around to be like, ooh, people are dropping their candy because it's a candy store and people are messy and you know, whatever, just for added a little decoration on the floor since I wasn't doing as many custom designs. Like I couldn't put my little froggies and my little puddles, or I could have, but like I said, I didn't want to break up the tiles too much, so I just put candies everywhere, and I made sure to use every piece of available real estate, such as the vending machines. And I even managed to sneak in a yellow balloon. I think balloons are some of the cutest decoration items, especially for kidcore. I don't know, I need to like buy more whenever they're in Nooks because I feel like I could use them everywhere. They are just so perfect. A balloon is like good everywhere. Like, where would you not put a balloon? Balloon outside of a villager's house. That's normal. It's their birthday or something, or they're having a party. Balloon in a store. Duh, you know? Like, you see balloons in stores all the time. They're just so good. Balloons are top tier. And I also added some little floor lights, and I do want to add more of these. I literally only had 2 in my inventory, so I need to like go and order more and like put them everywhere. I think that's gonna be really cute, adding some more floor lights. And then I wanted to add just like some finishing decorations on the outside here, and I did try adding the hedges right up against the cutouts, but as you saw, that kind of like covered it, like the little pink stripey on the bottom. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I just extended these little like mismatched tiles that I've been doing all throughout my city, and I ended up putting the hedges just directly on top of that, and yeah, it was fine. And then instead of doing custom designs in that last little strip, I decided to just do some dirt, and I was going to add some flowers. And after not very much thought, actually, I was going to say after a long thought process, but not, it wasn't very long, I decided to do yellow and purple flowers. I don't know why. I don't even know if I like these that much, but I was just trying to think of colors that went with pink and green, because the cutouts are pink and the hedges are green, but whatever, that's what I ended up doing. And here is the finished product. I made sure to leave lots of room for you to walk in. I am trying to make sure that in my builds I leave plenty of walking space, wide open paths. So I really like how it came out. Regardless of my struggles when I was building it, I think it came out super cute and I really, really like it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and had fun or found some inspiration. That is always my goal, and I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button if you haven't already, and if you could also subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel if you like these kinds of videos. I do speed builds frequently, and I also do let's plays and villager hunting, so if you're into all that, go ahead and subscribe, become a part of the Froggy Army over here. And if you also want to check out my social medias, they'll all be linked below for exclusive content that I only post on there. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.